Aries, take a deep breath. Because the November 15th is not just another day, it is a cosmic turning point designed specifically for you. On this day, your ruling planet Mars forms a rare energetic alignment that shatters stagnation, activates destiny, and pushes you into a new timeline. Whether you feel ready or not, you're stepping into a vibration where old blockages collapse, hidden truths surface, karmic doors open, and your destiny flips so quickly it might feel unreal if you've been feeling restless, if life felt paused, if your spirit kept whispering, something big is coming. You're right, and today I'm going to reveal the 7 divine signs proving your breakthrough is already here, Aries. Stay with me, because your life is about to change. Aries, the first divine sign announcing your November 15th destiny flip, arrives like a shockwave, sudden, intense, and impossible to ignore. It begins as a subtle inner spark, almost like a whisper, but within hours it grows into a full flame rising in your chest. This is Mars, your fiery ruler, striking your solar chart exactly where your passion, discipline, and confidence live. And when Mars activates you, it is never soft or gentle. It hits like lightning. It shakes you awake. It pushes you toward the timeline that was meant for you all along. You may notice that on or around November 15th, your body feels different. Your spirit feels alert, your mind feels clear, and your emotions feel stable in a way they haven't felt in a long time. You may wake up with unusual bursts of energy, even if you slept poorly. A sudden desire to take action, fix something or start something, motivation returning after weeks of low energy, courage rising, as if fear suddenly stopped having power over you, excitement about something you can't fully describe yet. A sense of readiness, like you're preparing for a major shift. This surge is not random. It is your first confirmation that your spiritual timeline is shifting. For months, you may have felt slow, blocked, disconnected, or frustrated. Life may have felt like it was dragging, but when this cosmic wave arrives, it pulls you out of stagnation instantly. Aries, this is your element. Fire, waking back up. It is activation energy, the spark the universe sends when you're ready to level up. This surge is the universe declaring, you've completed the test. Now rise into your next chapter. And with this energy comes something more powerful. Clarity. Suddenly, things that confused you begin making sense. Situations that drained you become obvious. Patterns you tolerated become unacceptable. People you clung to begin revealing their true purpose. You start noticing who supports your growth and who slows it down, what habits weaken you, and which ones strengthen your spirit, which opportunities feel aligned, and which feel forced, what you must release to move forward. What decision you can no longer delay, Aries. Your intuition becomes louder than ever. It cuts through noise, it breaks through doubt, it guides you with the precision of a spiritual compass pointing directly toward your higher timeline. This energy surge is not emotional hype, it is cosmic alignment. It is Mars handing you your destiny and saying, go claim what's yours. And with this inner fire burning, you begin to feel something extraordinary, a readiness, a certainty, a sense that you're on the edge of something big, even if you can't see it yet. This is your soul stepping into position. Your spirit knows the shift is coming before your mind can understand it. Your energy rises because your higher timeline is getting closer. This is your first divine sign that November 15th has activated your transformation. The old version of you is fading. The new version of you, stronger, wiser, more aligned, is waking up. Aries, the energy surge is not the beginning of change, it is the change. Aries, the second divine sign of your November 15th destiny flip, is one of the most misunderstood, yet the most powerful, the divine breakdown. This is when the universe begins removing everything that cannot follow you into your next chapter. And often, it does not happen gently. It comes suddenly, unexpectedly. Sometimes emotionally, it may show up as a conversation that turns into an argument, a plan falling apart at the last minute, a relationship becoming distant or confusing, losing interest in someone, something, or somewhere, a truth getting revealed that changes your perspective, an emotional outburst you didn't expect, a decision being forced on you, a situation breaking open so you can finally see what's underneath. Aries, because you're a warrior sign, you have a reputation for moving forward quickly. But the truth is, you feel deeply even when you hide it. So when the universe begins clearing your path, you might interpret it as chaos, disruption, or loss. But here is the deeper truth the universe wants you to understand. Nothing is being taken from you. Everything is being replaced. This is not destruction. This is divine preparation. On November 15th, Mars activates your karmic sector, shaking loose anything fake, anything draining, anything out of alignment with your soul's future. What falls away is not punishment, it's purification. Think of it as the universe cleaning your timeline. You may experience a sudden urge to cut ties with someone who drains your energy, a strong desire to declutter your environment, your mind, or your social circle. Pressure to make a decision you've been avoiding, frustration rising for no clear reason, a sense of emotional heaviness coming to the surface. Impatience because your soul knows something new is coming. This breakdown is not random. It is your soul whispering, your old life no longer fits you. And it's true. The version of you that tolerated certain behaviours, accepted certain limits, settled for certain situations, that version is dissolving. The destiny flip requires a higher vibration, and anything below that vibration begins falling away. Your next chapter requires more freedom, more truth, more alignment, more passion, more authenticity, more spiritual honesty, more energetic protection. So something small but symbolic may break first. Maybe a plan gets cancelled. Maybe you lose attraction to something you once loved. Maybe a relationship tension comes to the surface. Maybe a habit you relied on suddenly feels wrong. Maybe you wake up and realize you cannot continue a certain pattern. These breakdowns are not signs of failure. They are signs that the shift has already begun. Aries, the universe removes only what blocks your path. When something exits your life during a cosmic shift, it was never meant to stay. So do not fear the loss. Do not cling to what's leaving. Do not try to fix what is naturally falling apart. Your destiny is clearing space, intentionally, divinely, and with precision, for what is meant to arrive next. What feels like an ending is actually the first step of your transformation. Aries, if signs 1 and 2 were the warm-up, sign 3 is where your destiny shift becomes undeniable. This is the moment the universe proves that everything you've lost, everything that collapsed, everything that felt chaotic was clearing the way for something bigger, because now an unexpected opportunity arrives. This opportunity may be small or massive, subtle or dramatic, whispered or shouted, but it will feel aligned, intentional, and almost fated, as if the universe placed it directly in your path at the perfect time. You might suddenly receive a message from someone meaningful, a surprise offer or invitation, a new job or money opportunity, an idea that feels inspired and powerful, a chance to collaborate with someone important, a new path that appears out of nowhere. A person who shows up with perfect timing, insight about a direction you've been confused about, clarity about what you're meant to pursue next. This door appears because on November 15th, Mars shoots a beam of activation energy directly into your career, purpose, and destiny sectors. This is cosmic orchestration, destiny moving behind the scenes. What makes this moment so transformative is the timing. It happens right after the divine breakdown, when something falls apart right after your energy surges, giving you the strength to move right after, clarity begins rising within you, right when your spirit says, "I'm ready." It will feel almost supernatural, as if the universe is saying, "This is why the old had to go. This is why things didn't work before. This is what I was preparing you for." This opportunity brings with it a series of emotional confirmations. You'll feel hope returning. You'll feel clarity forming where confusion used to live. You'll feel direction, like your path is lighting up. You'll feel excitement, the kind that rises in your chest. You'll feel motivation, a desire to act now and not later. You'll feel a sense of purpose, like something finally makes sense. Most importantly, you will feel that undeniable inner whisper, "Finally, this is what I've been waiting for." Because it is. This door is not random. This door is not temporary. This door is not accidental. It's the door that was meant for you long before you realized it existed. A door that your soul has been walking toward through every challenge, every delay, every heartbreak, every disappointment. Aries, when this unexpected opportunity arrives, trust how it feels. Trust the pull, trust the timing, trust the alignment, because this is the beginning of your reality flip. The moment you step out of the old timeline and begin walking into the future version of yourself. You're entering a storyline where you are more powerful, you are more aligned, you are more visible, you are more connected, you are more purposeful, you are more spiritually activated. This opportunity is not just a shift, it's a signal the universe is saying, "You're ready now, move forward." And when you walk through that door, Aries, your next chapter begins. With clarity, with confidence, and with destiny leading the way, Aries, intuition isn't usually the first tool in your spiritual toolbox. You're a fire sign. You lead with action, instinct, courage, and momentum. But around November 15th, something unusual begins to awaken inside you. You start noticing subtle signals, spiritual nudges, inner sensations that feel stronger and clearer than ever before. Your intuition becomes razor sharp, sharp enough to cut through confusion, fear, and doubt like a blade of light. All at once, you begin sensing things before they happen. You suddenly know someone's true intentions without them saying a word, which choices feel right or wrong, which situations are safe and which are not, what conversations to avoid, who you should distance yourself from, which path is aligned with your future, when an opportunity is meant for you, when something big is approaching your life. It's as if your higher self is whispering guidance directly into your ear. You may experience chills that come out of nowhere, vivid dreams with symbolic messages or warnings, synchronicities that repeat themselves, repeated angel numbers like 111, 222, 444, 777, déjà vu. Like you've been here before, a sudden inner knowing that you can't logically explain. This is not imagination, this is not coincidence, this is Mars, your ruling planet, connecting with the intuitive sectors of your chart and giving you what spiritual astrologers call a destiny glimpse. A destiny glimpse is a moment when your higher self reveals what your physical self hasn't seen yet. A moment when the universe lifts the veil and lets you peek into your future timeline. You sense the direction things are going long before the evidence appears. Your instincts intensify because you are being guided into a new reality, and in this period, you may begin to feel powerful internal messages. I need to do this. I shouldn't trust that. This is my moment. Something big is coming. I must make this change. I feel guided to move in this direction. Aries, these thoughts aren't random. They are instructions, spiritual downloads, preparing you for what's next. Your intuitive awakening is one of the clearest and strongest signs that your vibration is changing. You are rising into a new timeline, and your spirit wants to make sure you don't miss the turn that leads to your destiny. This intuitive spike also reveals something important. Your soul is ahead of your mind. Your spirit already knows the breakthrough, the opportunity, the shift that's approaching. It's trying to guide you so that when the moment comes, you'll recognize it instantly. This is why you may feel pulled towards something without knowing why, feel repelled by someone you used to tolerate sense endings before they happen, sense beginnings before they reveal themselves, feel emotionally sensitive or spiritually alert. Your subconscious, your intuition, your higher self, they're all merging to help you navigate this transition with clarity instead of confusion. Aries, this intuitive awakening is not random. It is a divine signal. It marks the exact moment your soul steps into a higher frequency and prepares you for your destiny shift. You're not just changing, you're evolving. You're being guided, protected, and aligned. And now you're getting ready for the next sign. One that will show you the people the universe is sending to support your rise, Aries. By the time you reach this fifth sign, your energy is shifting so fast that the universe begins sending you people who match your new frequency. Around November 15th, a significant connection appears. And this is not coincidence. This is destiny stepping forward. This person may show up quietly or boldly, gently or dramatically. But when they arrive, their presence will feel meaningful, intentional, and aligned with your soul's growth. This individual may be a soulmate or soul companion, a romantic interest with spiritual chemistry, a mentor who speaks truth into your path, a friend who shows up at the perfect moment, a spiritual guide or intuitive person, a powerful ally who helps unlock your next chapter. Their energy feels familiar, even if you've never met them before. You may sense comfort, safety, inspiration, clarity, emotional grounding, spiritual awakening. They may bring you encouragement, advice, emotional support, motivation, or even a very specific message. Something you urgently needed to hear but didn't know how to access yourself. This connection activates one of three major spiritual functions. 1. Healing. They may help you close an emotional wound you've carried for years. Their presence brings peace to a part of you that has been hurting. You feel lighter, clearer, and finally seen. 2. Activation. They may ignite your purpose. They inspire you, challenge you, or push you towards something bigger. You begin stepping into your higher potential because of their energy. 3. Alignment. They guide you toward your next chapter, intentionally or unintentionally. They act as a spiritual signpost, pointing you toward the path meant for you, Aries. This person is a divine messenger. You crossed paths because your destiny flip requires support, reflection, partnership, or a spiritual mirror, and you will know exactly who they are because the connection doesn't feel ordinary. It feels guided. You will recognize them by the way your spirit responds. Your spirit calms around them. Even if your life feels chaotic, their presence brings a strange sense of peace. Your intuition trusts them instantly. You don't have to question their intentions. Your soul already knows they are aligned. Your energy rises when they speak. Their words, ideas, or presence lifts you instead of draining you. The timing feels supernatural. They appear right when you needed clarity, healing, direction, or encouragement. It may feel like, where have you been? How did this happen now? This timing is too perfect. This connection feels bigger than us. Because it is, connections like this don't happen randomly. They are written into your timeline long before they manifest physically. They show up when your soul reaches a certain vibrational threshold, when you are ready to step into the next version of yourself. This person isn't here to distract you. They are here to align you. Their presence confirms that you are entering a new frequency, a new chapter, and a higher destiny, Aries. The universe is reminding you. You don't walk into your destiny alone. Someone is being divinely placed on your path to help you rise, to guide your transition, and to activate the next level of your journey. This connection is not random. This connection is written. Aries, November 15th. Doesn't just shift your energy, it transforms you. This is the sign that the destiny flip has moved from the outside world into your inner world. This is when your spirit begins rewriting the way you think, feel, act, choose, and show up in your life. You start noticing something profound. You don't relate to your old self anymore. At first, it may feel subtle, quiet, almost invisible, but day by day, the shift becomes undeniable. You wake up and realize you're not operating from the same patterns, fears, habits, or limitations that used to control you. You begin feeling like you're becoming a new version of yourself, a version you always sensed was inside you, but never fully embodied. You may notice old habits falling away naturally. Things you used to cling to no longer feel, satisfying new desires forming, pointing you toward a healthier and more aligned lifestyle. New ambitions awakening, reminding you of the dreams you've abandoned, a sudden need to level up, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. No tolerance for drama, chaos, or low vibrational energy. No interest in old cycles, especially those that drained you or held you back. You start feeling different, sharper, wiser, more attuned to your purpose. Your thoughts are clearer, your boundaries are stronger, your self-respect is higher, your intuition is louder, your old fears no longer scare you, your old insecurities no longer control you, your old excuses no longer work. What used to trigger you now feels irrelevant. What used to confuse you now feels obvious. What used to hold you back now feels too small. This identity shift is one of the most powerful signs of spiritual transformation. It means your soul is taking over. Your higher self is stepping forward and becoming the dominant voice in your life. You begin acting like your future self, confident, calm, courageous, your higher self, wise, intuitive, aligned your destined self, powerful, grounded, divinely guided, the leader you were always meant to be. You no longer make choices from fear. You make them from faith. You no longer seek validation. You trust your own judgment. You no longer shrink yourself. You stand in your truth. This shift is the moment where your internal world rises into alignment with the version of you that exists on your higher timeline. Your mindset, your perspective, your emotional patterns, they all start upgrading. And here's the spiritual truth. Your identity flips before your destiny flips. Your inner world shifts before your outer world transforms. This internal transformation is not random, it's preparation. When your identity changes, your reality must follow, your relationships change, your opportunities change, your environment changes, your self-worth changes everything around you. Aries, this is the sign that you're no longer living as the version of you shaped by struggle, trauma, fear, and old patterns. You're becoming the version shaped by clarity, strength, wisdom, intuition, and purpose. This identity shift is your soul stepping into the driver's seat and saying, I'm ready for my new reality. I'm ready for my destiny. I'm ready for the life I was born to live. Aries, everything you've experienced up until this point, the energy surge, the breakdowns, the intuitive awakening, the new connection, the identity shift, leads to this powerful final moment, the breakthrough, the exact moment your destiny officially flips. This moment doesn't always arrive with fireworks. Sometimes it's quiet, sudden, internal. Other times it arrives dramatically, shaking your entire world in a single breath. But no matter how it appears, you will feel it. The breakthrough may reveal itself as a realization that hits you with absolute clarity, a decision you finally make without hesitation, A message that shifts your understanding, an opportunity that confirms your purpose, a release that frees your spirit, an emotional awakening that changes your perspective instantly. In that moment, you pause, even if it's only for a few seconds, and it hits you. This is it. Everything is changing. It feels like something inside you clicks into place. Something aligns. Something unlocks. This breakthrough moment is powerful because it marks the closure of your old life and the true beginning of your new one. It's when the universe pulls back the curtain and reveals what the delays, setbacks, losses, and confusions were preparing you for. During this moment, you begin to see the path forward, clearly illuminated the reason behind the delays. Everything had a purpose, the blessing behind the breakdown. Loss created space, the purpose of the timing. You weren't late. You were aligning the meaning behind past pain. It shaped your strength, the direction of your destiny. Unmistakable and powerful, this moment often feels like an internal shift. Your breath deepens, your mind quiets, your heart steadies, your energy expands, your intuition whispers, now. You suddenly feel ready, not hopeful, not wishing, ready, Aries. This is where your old self, your old fears, your old patterns, your old limitations, your old wounds, they all release their grip. This is the moment when your soul rises into its rightful place, the seat of your destiny. The breakthrough may come through, a conversation that changes everything, a truth you finally accept, an opportunity that drops into your hands, a moment of courage. You didn't know you had an answer. You've been waiting years to receive a shift in your heart that feels irreversible. Whatever form it takes, the message is the same. You are not the person you were yesterday, and you will never be that version again. On November 15th, you begin stepping into your higher destiny timeline, the version of reality that matches your soul's maturity, purpose, and evolution. This timeline is stronger, more aligned, more abundant, more guided, more courageous, more spiritually awakened. Aries, everything in your life begins to point forward. No more repeating cycles, no more emotional loops, no more spiritual delays. This is not just change. This is ascension. This is your breakthrough. This is your shift. This is your moment. Aries, take a moment and breathe. Let everything you've heard settle into your soul. Because November 15th isn't just an energy shift. It's your cosmic green light, your spiritual activation, your turning point. Everything you've been preparing for, everything you've been waiting for, everything your soul has whispered about, it begins now. The 7 divine signs, the energy surge, the breakdown, the opportunity, the intuition, the connection, the identity shift, the breakthrough. They are proof that your destiny is flipping in real time. You are stepping into a timeline of confidence, purpose, abundance, clarity, alignment, and higher power. Before you go, comment below to activate your shift. I am ready for my November 15th destiny flip. Type it now, claim it, anchor it, because Aries, your new life begins today.